Over the next 3 days, I'm going to be camping, eating what I catch, and doing a whole heap of fishing. From offshore, estuary, and river fishing, we're going to be doing it all. Come on, fisher. It's a pretty cool spot. Today is day one, just a bit of a scouting mission, going to look around the sand flats to hopefully find our first meal. Let's get exploring. This is just an awesome looking spot. We've arrived here at about midday, so we have the whole afternoon to check out this spot, fish some of the sand flats, and just see what we can come across. It'd be cool if we can get something to eat as well. A flathead is ideal. That's what we want, a flathead to eat. Not sure if you're aware, but in the state I'm in, Victoria, there's a slot limit for these flatheads. So it's between 30 and 55 centimeters. So we have to get one in that mark. Let's get into it. I'm just gonna have a few casts randomly in this area. I have no idea where the fish are gonna be or where they could be, but that's part of the fun. Trying to figure it out. Once again, I brought zero food on this trip. It's becoming a little bit of a theme. I just rock up to places with no food and hope for the best. There's just so much water to fish here. I think I'm gonna have to fish quite methodically. I'm just gonna have a few casts at each spot where I think there might be a fish, and I'm just gonna keep doing that and work my way down river. I think that's gonna be the way to fish it. Yep, we got one. That was out of absolutely nowhere, we got one. Oh, he's actually not a bad fish at all. He came out of crazy shallow water. We've been fishing for probably 2 hours now, and this is the first bite which we've had. There he is. Unfortunately for us, I think he's too big to eat. I definitely think he is. It's an amazing coloured flathead as well. Take a look at that thing. That is the first fish of our big 3-day trip, and it's a really nice size flathead. I don't know, it might be in the slot limit actually. Just a little bit too big to keep this one. Where'd it go? Oh well, not a bad way to start our trip at all. That's our first fish which we caught. It was only just above that slot limit as well, 3 centimeters off. Oof, that would have been real tasty. Flathead fillets are the ultimate around here, so we'll keep on looking. We might find another one in this area. Typically flathead can be in numbers, so we'll see. That was around the area. We gotta see if she's got a friend. Yep, next cast. Next cast. Oh, got off. Next cast, we just had one. She had a friend. Does she have another friend? The wind is pumping in this way, but honestly don't think that'll affect the fishing too much. Just makes it a little bit difficult to cast and retrieve, but the fish will still eat. I've had a few bites with no hookups. Change of lure, go into a little nomad shikari in this gold and black colour. We'll switch it up completely, see if we can get a fish. Yep, we got one. Yep. Finally, we've hooked up again. It's been a solid hour and a half since the last fish, and we're on. We're on again. It's another flathead for sure. Is it going to be too big though? That's the question. I really hope not. although it's feeling pretty heavy. Oh, he might be alright. He might be within that slot limit, I think. I think he is. He's hooked real funny. We got him. Maybe on the larger side, but I reckon he's in the slot limit. How good is that? We have dinner. Exactly what we're after too. That's our target species, a little dusky flathead, 51 centimeters. That is going to be beautiful. I've actually bought some stuff to make beer battered fish, so we're going to have him beer battered tonight. That's the second flathead of the session. We've dropped a whole heap more, but we've just got this one to eat so far. Man, just look at the patterns and the colors of them. Such a cool fish. Such a cool fish. Oh, I'm so stoked we've got dinner. Makes it a little bit less stressful knowing that we've got something to eat for the night. Super keen to cook it up beer battered as well. It's one of my favourite ways to do fish. Yep, we got one. Ooh, that might be a bit bigger. Ooh. Oh, I think that's a big one. Are you serious? That flathead just jumped like a foot or two out of the air. That's a bigger flathead for sure. Crunch about 5 casts later. Big one. I've never seen a flathead that big jump that high. That is ridiculous. Hello. Oh, she just got off. That's good. She just popped off somehow. Oh, there we go. One grabbed it right there. It's another one. How big's this one? I think it's too big again. I can see the shadow down there. Yep. Oh, we found where the flathead are at. Problem is that it's going to be too big for the slot limit once again. Hello, girl. How's that lure? That black and gold lure is on fire at the moment. There we go. That's a really nice one. Come on. Oh! Bye-bye, flathead. See you another day when you're a bit bigger. We won't give it too much longer, I don't think. Just a few more casts. I'm trying to get one flathead which is slightly smaller than those ones, so we can eat it up with the other fella who's down there. There we go, right there. Right there, one grabbed it. Ooh, that's a small one. Ooh, sugar. Jeez. Holy. Crazy flathead, man. Yeah, it's the same size again. This is going to be the last fish which we keep for the day. Oh, very happy with how this session's gone. We've got a couple of bigger fish and a couple of perfect size eaters. We've got our feeder fish. Let's get out of here. Got extremely windy towards the end there, but the kayak's all packed up. Now what I'm going to do is actually go check out the spot which I plan to fish tomorrow. What a launch spot. This is so cool. How have I never been here before? This is like the ultimate little spot. Take a look at it. We can easily launch the kayak off there in the morning. Little fishes. Look how clear this water is. My goodness, man, the visibility is insane. It is so clear, this water. Wonder what's going to be lurking out there, out in the deep blue. We're actually going to get a heap of meat off these two fellas right here. Get heaps of flatty tails. Time to get started on the beer batter fish. So we've got our bag of flatty fillets right here, and we've also got the stuff to make a beer batter. Really excited for this. It's been a little while since I've had it, and it's one of my absolute favourite things to eat. 1 cup of self-raising flour in. You want to put that in there. So we'll use about half first of all. Need a bit more. I think that's going to be about good. Yeah, that's perfect. Very keen for this. I've also brought with me some mixed herbs, so I'm just going to add a few mixed herbs in there and some salt and pepper as well. So I'm going to add that into the batter. I'll also add just a pinch of that salt and pepper in there as well. Healthy amount of olive oil in there. Don't have too much. I need to remember to save some for tomorrow. So damn, we've actually got a fair bit of fish. So I've just cut the fish up into some nice chunks like this. Just going to put them straight in that beer batter there. I've actually got a fair bit of fish here. You can see that fish is fully coated and that coat is sticking. So we've done that pretty well. The consistency is really good. Chuck that on. Oh, this is going to be so yum. So that batch which we just made up then pretty much got us 1 whole big flathead. So that's 6 bits of fish. How good does that look? Ooh, I'm keen for this. Obviously when you have a little bit more oil and shallow fry them, they go a bit more golden and they just cook nicer. So if you're gonna do this at home, have more oil with you. Kind of shallow fry the fish and the batter and it turns out really, really nice. But this is what we've got to work with tonight. Put a little bit more salt and pepper on and these fish will almost be done. Take a look at that, it still turned out pretty good. Flatty tails are so hard to beat. Look at the fish. The meat is so good in the flatty tails. Super, super fun day exploring a new area, and just look at this spot. This is an absolute hidden gem. Never even knew this place existed. And I'm super glad I came here, it looks awesome. And tomorrow we're going to check it out on the kayak as well. The oil is what makes them nice and golden. If you don't have enough oil, it turns out a bit white like that. Still tastes good. Done. Let's get going. Can't get over this spot. Look at the sunset too. Jeez. That's home for the night. I'm going to bed. Look at the morning on it. It is just spectacular this morning. Sunrise is happening somewhere over there, but oh, I'm excited to get out here and see what's going on. Look at that for a view to start off the morning. It is just magical out here, although it does look fairly rough once we get out around this point. It looks like there is a fair bit of swell, so Gonna have to contend with that a little bit, but we're just going out here for an explore. Don't really mind what I catch. I'm just checking out the area, seeing what's going on, and probably fishing for a whole heap of different stuff. Look at this, there's fish on the surface right here. Whole heap of bait here. Okay, we'll get that sabiki rig straight down into that bait. Here we go. Yep, we got a fish. Let's see what it is. It's gonna be what we're after. No. Don't know what that is. Is that what they are, all those things? Oh, there he goes. Sorry, little fella. Don't tell me they're all those. No way they're all those. There we go. Yep. It feels a little bit better, maybe. Hopefully. We want a yakka, that's what we really want. It's not a yakka. It's another one of those fish. Oh, they're yakkas. Mid-water, we got some yakkas. Been pedaling around for about an hour now, and all I can find are these little redfish. They're not the bait fish which we're after, so it's a little bit disappointing. This is a super cool spot to chase some squid. Take a look at it, right up against the cliffs and the coastline. Got some real shallow reef next to us, and I just saw a whole heap of bait. Let's see. Look at all those fish around my squid jig. He's an absolute monster. Can you see him buried in down there? Both his wings are buried in. You can see his tail sticking out. That is as big as a stingray gets. Oh, I think we got one. Yeah, we do. We have a tiny little squid. That's a good sign though. That means there is squid in the area. He is microscopic. We'll let him go. I think there's another one down there. Yeah, there is. There's another one going for that other jig. Alright, we'll let little fella go. There's his mate. Look at it. His mate's looking at the other jig. Now we got a school of those things around our jig again. Dart or something. Angelfish. Don't know. Oh well, to be fair, they didn't take long at all, and we've already got the one little squid. Definitely a little squid, but this is so sick. Probably the most scenic squid fishing I've ever done. Easily the most scenic squid fishing I've ever done. The clearest water. The water visibility is like 15 meters. It's crazy. That squid was right up in there. There should be some bigger ones of the small ones. Obviously they've been spawning. Ooh, what are those? Big fish. Oh, look at them. Big fish. Massive school of salmon. Gonna switch it up again, run a couple of hard bodies and try and catch one of those big salmon. They were really big salmon. Got one lure over there, one lure over there. Let's see what happens. See if there's any salmon around. Well, there's definitely salmon around, but we'll see if we can find them. We're gonna have to find the school to catch one. Oh, there they are. There they are. Got one. Yep. Yep. We've got one. That feels heavy as well. I think we've got one. It's either a salmon or a snook. How cool was that? We did one pass with the hard body lures and we've hooked up. Pretty sure it's a good Australian salmon. Oh, look at all his friends. All his friends are down there following him. Look at all his friends. I don't know if you can see that. There is a whole heap of salmon. Whole heap of Australian salmon. This is sick. Wow. Oh. That's pretty cool. I think we got a little one. We're fully surrounded by Australian salmon. They're everywhere. There we go, another one, doubled up. Yep. How's that? Doubles on Australian salmon. How sick is this? Massive, massive school of them. There's a ridiculous number. As you can see, they were underneath the kayak. Oh, that's a better, oh, that's a better one. Oh, how's that? Oh, this is sick. Damn. Australian salmon everywhere. Oh, there he goes. Watch this, we'll see if we can get another one. They're all underneath us here. Look at them all. Look at that sight, that is ridiculous. See if we can get one. Oh, see him follow it in. This is sick. We'll get him off and then we'll keep trolling around. Oh, there he is there. He is a slob of an Australian salmon. Oh, get him going because there's many, many more where he came from. See if we can get another one to eat. Let's see if we can find him again, eh? We got one. Yep. It's another big one as well. Oh, there he is there. Oh, we just got off. Bummer. Just got off. See if we can get a cast and get another one, potentially. There we go. Yep, another one. How is this? The fishing is just crazy out here. Crazy. Oh, this one's big too. Look at the crazy head shakes on them. Big head shakes. This is the second day we've been out here exploring this new area, and it's the second day we've caught fish. There he is there. Oh, look at them all following again. Oh, look at them all following again. Oh, he got off. Another one just came in to try to swoop at it. They're moving very quick. It seems like they're covering a lot of water, so just pedaling along or using the motor and just keeping up with them. Trying to find the school. Oh, well, right there, something grabbed it. Right there. Oh, oh, he's down in the reef. He's fully in the reef. Come here, buddy. This one for sure feels a bit heavier and bigger. Oh, this is so much fun. Super shallow, super clear water, and there are some big Australian salmon around here. Look at him, he's a proper one. Proper big salmon. We'll let him go. See you, salmon. Go on. Just look at the coastline. Look how epic this is. The fish just must be running along here, ambushing any fish, including my lures. Big stingray. He's stumpy, he's got no tail. Someone cut his tail off. It's time to get out of here. I reckon we're gonna go find somewhere to have some lunch. What a beautiful place. That's what I want, a troopy. That'd be sick. That looks nice. Oh, let's cook up some lunch. Breadcrumbs this time, breadcrumbed flathead. I'm gonna add mixed herbs and salt and pepper into this as usual. I've killed like 4 or 5 mosquitoes now already. Once again, silly me didn't bring an egg to first coat the fish in, so we're just putting them straight into the breadcrumbs. Why not? Actually got a fair bit of oil there, that's good. It's whatever, we'll get a few on there, I'm sure. It's not a necessity to have stuff on flathead tails because they're such an elite food. It's not going to be anywhere near as well coated as what you'd want, but it's going to have to do. It's still going to taste really nice. Honestly, the fishing this morning in offshore was a little bit quiet. I was really hoping to get some live bait and then tow some live bait around the headlands, but didn't really see too much out there. So we still had a lot of fun in the end. We caught that one squid and a few Australian salmon. It's so cool out there. Like, the water's crystal clear. You can just see every bit of marine life moving around on the bottom. Super cool spot. Maybe I'll have to get into diving and go back there and go diving for abalone or whatever. Don't know. There it is, coming along nicely. You can see we're having some issues with the breadcrumbs, but that's all right. Tell you what, the breadcrumbs which are sticking look really good. Look at those ones. Those ones look incredible. This one looks a little bit sad, but that's all right. Yep, that's all done, I reckon. Tell you what, I'm not going to complain with that. That looks really nice. Breadcrumbed fish. Take a look at that. Still a nice little lunch. Had it last night beer battered, and today breadcrumbed. Really cool spot we've picked as well. Kind of surrounded by trees, and the water's just over there. That's where I was catching the flathead yesterday as well. Let's see what we're dealing with. It looks really good. That is delicious. I probably prefer that to the way we had it last night, beer battered, simply because we didn't have enough oil to do the beer batter correctly, but this is so good. It was funny, on my way up here yesterday, I was stopped at the servo getting petrol, and then I just hear a knock on my windows. I was about to drive off. I turn around and I see police officer, highway patrol. I was like, no, what have I done? I hadn't done anything wrong. So I was like, what have I done? But I opened the door and he's like, g'day, watch the videos. Me and my son love watching them. I'm like, sweet. I thought that was going to go completely different direction, but he was just a fan, which is good. Absolutely done. I actually feel like a coffee. Might go grab a coffee. It's very tempting just to destroy the challenge, you know? Thanks, man. No worries, take care. Coffee test. Hot. Let's chill out.
The first game, 4 dodges. Kyrie Irving scoring the last 9.
Alright, let's go. Back out again, only got an hour, 2 hours to fish, so gonna get straight into it with a monster lure. Gonna try go big or go home. Short, sharp session. We got one. I'm gonna eat it right there. Yep, got one right there next to the kayak. You grab that. You can see that sun is going down over there in the distance, and we've hooked up to a quality little flathead. It's the first one of the evening, and we just switched lures as well. He's not bad. Probably in the 50s. It's a quality little lizard. Just gonna get her going straight away. Oh, see you, big girl. There she goes. Cool. We've probably only got, 20-30 minutes left of fishing, and then we're going to head back in. That sun's going to set soon, and we've got to prepare for tomorrow. The last day where I have something really cool planned, a place I've wanted to explore for a long time. Tomorrow's the day we're doing it. Super keen, but we'll enjoy the rest of this afternoon first. It's amazing out here. Let's go in. campsite. Bedtime. The bird life and the mozzies are absolutely incredible around here, but look at the spot we're in this morning. It is beautiful, surrounded by long grass. Made a big drive in the dark to get here for first light / sunrise. Okay, got our ultralight rod, 1 to 3 kilo black mamba, 1000 ITX, and a little hard body surface lure. Let's get our first cast out. Just going to slowly twitch that along, see what happens. This is just going to be super fun, I reckon. Even if we don't catch any fish, exploring an area like this doesn't get any better. Yep. Oh, sugar, that's big. Sugar, that's big. Wow, that's big. Wow, that's big. What is that? Feels really big. I think we got him out of the structure. That is a mammoth of a fish, whatever that is. Jeez, that's really big. He's going back again. I think I need to upgrade my tackle by the weight of this fish. Wow, we're onto a fish. I can't even barely move it, eh? I have no clue what it is. I think it's a bass or a perch. I feel so heavy, man. I really need to upgrade my gear here. Let's see if we can get a look at him. Yeah, it's a big bass, I think. Big bass or a big perch. We got him. That is a chunk of a fish. It's a big estuary perch. Take a look at him. Wow. That's one way to start the morning. He sipped that off the surface right over on that snag. Wow, what a fight as well. Let's get a look at this thing, because that is one way to start off the day. Look at that. That is a tank of an estuary perch, I'm pretty sure. Look at the size of that thing. That didn't take too long at all. That's why I got out here nice and early and made the big drive and effort for a fish just like that one. That is a really big estuary perch. Probably mid-40s, I reckon. Wow. Just how good has this trip been so far? That's just another beast of a fish that we've caught on this trip. That's an absolute monster. Super stoked. Let's get that hook out, get her going. Big, beautiful estuary perch. Well, we got a quick little measurement. It's a 49, 50 centimetre perch. Pretty sure it's about 49 and a half, so what a beast. What a beast. All right, big girl. We'll see you later. Look at that. That's one way to start off. That was a big perch. You don't get fish like that too often. Just working that lure along the surface again. Wonder if he's got any friends. Oh, another one. Another one. Yep. Wow, second fish off that snag. Once again off that snag, eh? Feels like another good fish as well. I'm guessing it's going to be another estuary perch. They are a schooling fish. Yeah, it's another perch. How cool. He's a lot smaller than that last one. A lot smaller. Another beautiful little golden slab. See you later, buddy. Well, this is pretty exciting fishing to start off with. Found a bunch of estuary perch. Alright, I'm going to try a frog. This area here just looks really, really good for a frog profile and also a weedless profile, so we can skip it in. There's heaps of frogs in this area, so surface frog could be the go. Ooh. Yep. Whoa, that's a good fish. Wow. Something grabbed it. Something grabbed the frog. Oh, that was a crazy eat on the little frog. We just skipped that in there, right along the structure, and we've got a fish. I think that's an Australian bass, maybe. Oh no, it could be another perch. Wow, he hit that hard. It's another perch. Whew. Get a look at him. That's the second eat we've had on the frog. Beautiful little perch. See you, buddy. This is super fun fishing right along the structure with an unweighted frog on a worm hook, so I can sink it right in front of where I think they're going to be. They fight so hard in here. See, there's another one. He was just off that tree. Right along the shade there. That's so cool. Well, I think this one's a bass. Yeah, this one's a bass. How's that? Little Australian bass, smaller mouth, no concaved head. That's a really, really cool one. Our first Australian bass for the day. Very cool. So there's perch and bass in here. He devoured that little frog. Bass are super aggressive, so they just smash lures when they do hit them. He was right up in there. Quickly, I'm just going to touch on something which is happening in the state where I fish, Victoria. So the main body who looks after fisheries, is deciding to cut 50% of the people who are on the ground, the workforce, the fisheries officers. So they're deciding to cut 50% of their workforce, and I just think it's the worst idea they've had in a long time. They've spent a lot of money, millions of dollars, building up the fishery, getting it to a really healthy point, and then they're going to cut half the people who are looking after that fishery, which they've spent so much money on. It just doesn't make a lot of sense at all in my eyes. So there's a petition which is going around to change this stupid call, and I'll leave it in the description below. I've signed it, obviously, and if you're interested, check it out, because I think it's a horrible decision. I think they could cut funding in other areas. Like, why would you chop the people who do most of the work on the ground? Doesn't make a lot of sense. So go check it out and rant over. Back to the fishing. Yep. Yep. We got one. Ooh, that's a better one. Jeez, they fight hard, these fish. Another bass, I think. It's another beautiful Australian bass. Take a look at how chunky and healthy that thing is. Whew, if we get a proper one, it is going to give us some serious pepper. They're fighting so hard. See ya, buddy. Such a good area for it. Look at this. Tea tree submerged, just the perfect spot. Jeez. Not good. Oh. Bummer. Okay. Let's turn around. We've had our fun. It's been an epic 3-day adventure. I'm just heading back to the car now, and I think we'll wrap this one up. So over the 3 days, we had 2 50-ish centimetre flatheads, so not a lot of food over the 3 days. I did sneak in a couple of coffees, but other than that, we survived off only what we caught, and we caught a lot of fish along the way. Like if I wanted to eat just fish, we would have been full, but decided to really only keep what I needed, and hopefully you enjoyed this. If you want to see more videos exactly like this one, be sure to give it a like, comment your thoughts down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. It's like the jungle in here, man. Look at this spot.